Following the conclusion of the 2023 BRICS meeting, big news emerged. The BRICS group of emerging market economies is expanding, and it's historic. 5 new countries are joining: Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates. This means a massive boost to the BRICS economy with an additional $2.6 trillion in GDP. Together, the BRICS economies will now account for a staggering $28.5 trillion and 28.1% of global output. But let's not forget, the G7 countries still dominate, representing 43.2% of global GDP. However, the tides are shifting. Forecasts predict that the BRICS economies will grow significantly, with Egypt and Ethiopia projected to see mind-blowing growth of 635% and 1,170% respectively by 2050. Russia, India, China, and South Africa is becoming a major player in the global economy. They now account for more than 43% of global oil production and 25% of global exports. But it's not just about money, they also want to challenge the existing global order. They've established their own development bank to reduce dependence on Western-led institutions like the World Bank. And they're hosting their own summit to discuss issues important to emerging market economies. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. The US dollar still dominates the global economy. While the BRICS may increase their use of local currencies, the idea of a common BRICS currency is still far off. So while the BRICS are growing in power, they still face challenges that limit their ability to shift the global balance of power. It's an interesting dynamic and definitely something to keep an eye on.
China and India, two economic superpowers, are constantly at odds. Their border disputes and differing views on China's Belt and Road Initiative strain their relationship. And if they can't find common ground, how can the BRICS group reach its full potential? But it's not just China and India. China's own domestic challenges, like a slowing economy and an aging population, could impact the global standing of the BRICS group. And with increased tensions between China and the US, companies are reducing their exposure to China, affecting foreign investment. Russia's invasion of Ukraine tarnished the BRICS' reputation for promoting peace and security. And now, with its risky business environment and seizure of foreign-owned assets, it's not a good look for the group. Adding to the mix, Iran's controversial membership as a state sponsor of terrorism and Saudi Arabia's poor human rights record raise more concerns. And let's not forget the standoff between Egypt and Ethiopia over the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, which threatens Egypt's water supply. In summary, the expanded BRICS are economically strong but geopolitically weak. Replacing the current global order is misguided. The diverse mix of political, economic, and cultural systems within the BRICS group makes it difficult to find common ground. The Western-dominated system, flawed as it may be, is more homogeneous and founded on a well-established rule-based order. So, while the BRICS group may rebalance the global order, replacing it entirely is a challenge.